Hi, Ray LeBove and I put together for his seminar some tips for hiring a lobbyist. And in our experience working both as in-house and contract lobbyist, we have just a handful of suggestions to possibly consider when hiring either an in-house employee lobbyist or a contract lobbyist for your organization. To be fair, there are many items to think about when you're hiring an employee or a contractor. So we only tackle a few of the key issues that you might want to think about, but there are many others we're certain that you could add. Regardless of the type of individual that your organization ends up hiring, either on an internal or external basis, the fundamental questions are still, what do I or my organization need? What in particular are the lobbying needs of our organization? And remember that these individuals, regardless of employee or contractor status, will often be the public face of your company, your organization, your association, your industry. So we want you to choose widely. Here are some of the things that we've talked about in prior seminars. For the in-house employee lobbyist, you might hire a contract lobbyist to address short-term needs and sometimes even long-term needs. But when you hire an in-house lobbyist, you really want to have a long-term view. And so do you bring in, a newly minted individual or somebody experienced? Do you need to diversify your workforce, or do you think about considerations such as party affiliation, technical expertise, possible professional relationships with particular elected or appointed officials or key staff? Internal hiring for an employee may allow you to develop an individual who might not meet all of your immediate needs, but might meet some of your intermediate and future needs of your organization or company. In that case, you definitely want to be clear about mentoring and training that you're going to provide. And it's important to involve the persons who the prospective hire will be reporting to, definitely during the course of the recruitment process, as well as when you onboard them and have them in your organization. With a contract lobbyist, there's lots of questions to pose. And what are your needs? Is there particular public policy or subject matter expertise that you need and that a contractor will bring? Are there particular relationships or political connections that the contract lobbyist has that are needed? Is there a particular skill set that matches what your needs are? Does this individual have the personality to integrate with your organization as well as to deal with elected and appointed officials and staff, maybe allies of your lobbying effort, opponents, your internal team? You may want to ask questions about, how are they viewed by their peers? How are they viewed or perceived by elected and appointed officials and staff that they're advocating before? What sort of track record do they have? Are there any potential conflicts of interest that you can't readily or easily resolve? Now, again, there are other questions that you can pose during the screening process for either an in-house lobbyist position as an employee or a contract lobbyist on the outside. But these give you a flavor for some of the things that you'll want to think about and have answers to prior to making your ultimate hiring decision.